All right, guys, so the next activity that we're doing, so y'all are in groups here. Yes. So y'all are team A, and they're going to be team 1. Team A and team 1. Now, there's 2 parts to each one of these here. Now, we're going to start off, and we're going to be given a question and a table. And y'all are going to first determine what additional pieces of information or what additional piece of information you're going to need. So there's going to be given 2, and you're going to pick which one you want. Which one you think needs to be the additional information given. One of them is, one of them isn't. So as a group, you're going to pick either A or B, C or D. You're going to pick one of the letters for the first part. So that'll give you a point. After that, then we'll answer the question using that information. The first team to answer correctly gets 2 points. If y'all, the other team, answers correctly also, you will get another point. Okay?
So like points that goes to like our point status?
So, the first one we have is this here. Based on table 1, what band most likely corresponds to the smallest DNA fragment? So you're on page 35. So page 35. So that's our question, graph, and table. Now, on the next page, on page 36, you're determining A or B, which other piece of information do we need? Yes, you can use that piece of chair. So you need to determine A or B, which additional piece of information do we need? Because we'll eventually answer the question which you need all 4. So y'all need to determine, so which additional piece of information you need. You need either, because if you look at page 36, because again, we're making connection. So the first thing we're looking for, A or B, which additional piece of information we need. When y'all agree, you can show the letter it's either A or B.
You agree? Agree. We agree.
Okay. What do y'all say? Team A.
Win.
Yes. B is the correct piece of additional information we need. Because again, so what band most likely corresponds to the smallest DNA fragment? Do we know anything about the DNA fragments? Because A states DNA fragments are short sections of DNA that are recognized on an agarose gel of a band. Gel as a band. Smaller fragments travel at a faster distance. The faster pace, the larger fragment. So that's actually telling us, giving us information about what the fragments are. So B is the correct answer for the first part of what additional information we need. Now go on and answer the question. So now we need to determine if it's A, B, C, or D. Okay.
We need a buzzer here. What answer? What is? I'm not gonna lie.
What do y'all think? Okay. See here. Trying to keep straight because y'all are team
We're team A.
A. Because our additional piece of information said what? The smaller the band, the farther the travel, yes?
Yes.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for which one traveled the which is A. Let's look at the second one. So we have this graph here. You have the graph on your paper. Given figure 1, which of the following pigments migrated the farthest? So we need to determine what additional piece of information we need. Either A, plant pigments can be separated using a technique called that, or the R value is directly proportional to the speed of migration for varying pigments. Okay.
Hey, that should be the sibling team.
All right. It is B because, again, it's asking for which one migrated the farthest. And B tells us, so let me put these on the same page, that the R value is directly proportional to the speed of migration for varying pigments. So directly proportional to the speed of varying pigments. So go on and answer the question. So given the following information, which one migrates the fastest? So directly proportional, when we talk about direct proportion, it means as one increases, the other increases, or as one decreases, the other decreases. And as y'all said, or as most of y'all noticed, none of them are the same. Because none of them have the same R value, because it's directly proportional to that. So B and C are not going to be it. Because none of them are the same, so none of them will have the same speed. So that leaves us with B, beta, A. So answer A or answer C, which A and C are both the top values, but A is correct because that one is the fastest. Let's look at the next one. Given table 1, which of the following compounds has the lowest boiling point based on molecular mass? So we look at the two possibilities. So A, boiling point is the temperature at which a compound changes phases from a liquid to a vapor. Or B, boiling points are generally higher for linear organic compounds that have a higher molecular weight. So we want A or B. Okay. And it's going to be B because A does talk about boiling point, but it doesn't talk about molecular mass because we need something dealing with molecular mass. So now we need to find the correct answer. Okay. And the correct answer is C. Questions on this here? And that's really the key thing with this here is using that information, that additional piece of information to find the answer. Because it might not always be that the answer is provided for us. So that's it for that. They only had 3. There will be other activities throughout the other sessions. Now this one here is one of the practice. We're going to look at one of these here, and then you'll have your exit ticket, and we'll be done for today. Now this here is the first practice. So in the note sheet, the first practice section is what we're going to look at here. So passage 1. So we have these 2 passages here. Now the first one, again, is talking about clouds. This is to which of the following. So when we look at this here, there's some key piece of information that we have. Because we do have cloud radioactive forcing in March. So we have a few figures in constrained or unconstrained. So we unconstrained. Unconstrained in March. Well, we can look at figure 3, yes? All right. Well, it's kind of nice that. So March. Unconstrained. So we're looking at the line with the closed dots. B. Sorry, unconstrained is our open dot, not our closed. Closed is constrained. Nope, she's right. Because that would be just under 0.8 and greater than 0.6. So we're looking at B. Homework? You can put it on my computer. So the correct answer is B. Let's look at the next one. Based off figures 1 and 2, the lowest peak of estimated variance in the unconstrained here models corresponds to which of the following months? So table 1 and 2, or figure 1 and 2. So lowest with. So lowest estimated variance. So if we look at this here, so the lowest for these here, so the lowest for these 2, June, and this one here is in November, is around November. So we have in so LWCRF, so the first one was November, yes? So the correct answer is F. In figure 3, the estimated variance in the unconstrained model was about 0.45 for which of the following months? So the only one that's close to 0.5 is, which would be? Based on figure 1, which of the following points at which the constrained and unconstrained LWCRF models intersect corresponding to which month? So figure 1. Because we have one in about May, and then we have one in July. Which is H. All right, guys, the last one. In table 1, which cloud type had the greatest effect on cloud radiation forcing? Now, do we know what any of these values mean and how they affect it?
No.
But
I'm gonna say
given on the bright sky, the effect of cloud types on solar radiation can be determined by cloud radiation forcing, which is the ratio of energy in a clear sky versus a cloudy sky.
so that's A. The correct answer, class, is A.
Yes, it is A.
So after that,
Yes.